Welcome, family, to another episode of the Midnight Moods podcast. I'm Coco the Conscious, aka Mr. Moods. This is Conscious Conversations, real talk with real ones. Our real one for today, our special guest is Tayla, holistic life coach, conscious event facilitator, curator, creator. That's right. How are you, Tayla? What up?
I'm beautiful, thank you.
Yes.
How are you?
Man, I'm good. I'm great that you're here. Thank you for coming.
I'm excited
Thank you for
to
making
be
it
here.
happen.
This is really cool. First time in a studio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking oath,
Like,
man.
you know, being part of it, not just witnessing it.
Like being, yep. So you normally are behind the scenes?
Oh, like I've seen studios, but I've never actually, been part of it.
Hey, well, I'm
So
glad
this
to
is really
fucking,
cool.
That's mad. I'm glad to be.
Feels good.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Well, we're going to have you back. Don't worry about that. But
Cool.
I want to get into what you do. Do you know what I mean? Everything that you do. You do a lot. I'm following you on your socials. I saw that when we first connected, I saw that you had a YouTube channel.
Yep.
And I saw you going in about veganism. I think it was one of your videos. And that was dope. I was like, because I'm still vegan technically, and not really, to be honest. Like, I think I told you
You're
about
like
this.
a flexitarian.
Yeah, flexitarian. I like that.
I mean, no labels, but
Yeah, exactly. That's what I learned as well. Like, everything's balanced.
yes.
Where do you stand on
slowly
that?
learning that as well.
Yeah. Where do you still stand on, like, are you still vegan?
I am vegan.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's funny that you bring this up because I feel like I'm kind of going through a shift myself, just in terms of not being so like extreme with views.
Yeah.
Because I got pretty heavy into the activism scene. Like I've been inside slaughterhouses, like I've broken into farms.
Oh,
like,
wow.
I've literally seen like cows and pigs get like from the whole process of them when they're alive, they're all cute and everything, to like getting hung upside down, throat slit, like blood gushing everywhere. So pretty traumatizing, to be honest. I've like broken into a farm in Queensland with like 100 other activists, like been all over the news. And,
wow.
Yeah, I used to go to Cube. I don't know if you've seen them, but it's Anonymous for the Voiceless in the city. They wear like the Anonymous masks. And they hold up the TVs.
That Joey Carbstrong dude?
James Aspie, that kind of thing.
Wow.
Did that for a while and I got pretty heavy into it. And what I've realized in the last few months is that it just kind of, for me, I feel like it's just causing a lot of resistance in myself and creating a bit of like separation between people.
That's deep.
And I've realized that by kind of like projecting that like fear and hatred and anger and frustration, it's actually kind of having a little bit of the opposite effect on people. Rather like, we do this with the intention of wanting people to be more compassionate to animals and to the planet and whatnot, but we're actually, by doing that, not being compassionate to humans and like not really. This is like the epiphany deep. That I've had. I'm like, whoa.
I really like that perspective. That's intense. Yeah.
So I'm trying to come from more of a place of like just love and like being an influencer in just the way that I do things, and hoping that inspires people to make better choices rather than like trying to shove it in their face kind of thing. I like
that. That's
so yeah. Also, like my boyfriend's not vegan, so that's been a huge
tough
like test for me, and I feel like he was definitely sent into my life to kind of bring this epiphany to me and allow me to be a little bit more compassionate towards humans, because there's so many beautiful, amazing people that aren't vegan,
Facts.
So we're always shifting, and but I'm still vegan for now. And
no, I like that perspective though. It's like lead by example. Do you know what I mean? Instead of kind of forcing it. But it's true. Even when I watch those videos of like Joey Carbstrong and all them, like it's so intense. I'm like, you can't, like, when you meet, like when you come with that energy of like that intensity, you're just gonna meet that same. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that same force, and it's gonna end up.
Yes.
Like you're not gonna get anywhere. You know what I mean?
It's kind of like an identity attack as well. So of course people are gonna like stand up for themselves. Like, oh no, well this and this.
Exactly.
So. Yeah, we don't want that. We want love and light.
Facts. Big facts. That's what we want. But I like how you came to that conclusion. That's awesome.
Yeah. And also like putting out that energy of like fear and hatred and, all of those are like low vibrational emotions.
Yeah.
And by putting that out there, even if it is for a good cause, we're still putting that energy out there. So I feel like I need to personally focus on putting the more positive emotions out there and trust that by putting that good energy out there, it is going to help with people going vegan or whatever.
I love that. Yeah. Hey, we're already into the holistic talk. See, just like that. That's dope.
Yeah.
No, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's intense. I think people can take a lot from that, to be honest. Having that balance, not going too extreme, you know, because it's so easy to just, it takes one choice to just go straight to that extreme route, and anything extreme is just out of
that's,
you know.
true, you know, and I think that's what happened for me is I got too far on the extremist side of it.
Yeah.
That it started to really drain me and make me feel like separation from close people in my life and just people in general. So, you know, it comes to a time where you need to face yourself and just be like, okay, you know, this isn't really serving me anymore. Let's change it up.
I like that.
We can't get attached to identity, because you become part of like, this is my identity. Like, I'm a vegan activist. So I need to fight for the animals. And if I don't, then, you know, I'm a failure or whatever. But it's like, no, like there's so many different ways of doing things.
Yeah. Fucking oath, man. Yeah, that's true. That is true. It's like, I think I get caught in that as well. I got caught in that when I was vegan as well. Like, I'd look at people like, what, you know, like my cousins, I'd like shun them, and they'd be like, bro, you need to chill, bro. And in my mind, I'm just like, nah, you need to chill. Like, what you're doing is wrong. But it came, like, I kind of had that same thing within myself.
And it's totally valid, because like we really are coming from a good place. Like, we just want the animals to be okay. We want the planet to be okay. Like, it's a cute, loving thing, but we just get too immersed in it to the point where it's kind of going against the whole point that we're vegan in the first place.
Yeah, no, that's true. We don't realize as well how important food is, like, for our health, like mental health as well. Do you know what I mean? As much as it's good for your body, like for your mind. Like I've read or watched, I don't know, everything's a blur these days. But but like your gut, how like it's like your third or second brain or something. Yeah. So like half like your serotonin.
90% of your serotonin is produced in your gut.
There you go. Yeah.
So your happy hormone is literally produced in your gut. So the food that you eat is directly related to your mental health. Yeah. So important.
Literally.
So important.
And I felt that's what kind of got me to vegan, because I was like, because I saw how meat, how it's like that dead energy and the trauma that the meat carries from what it's been through, like you said, in these slaughterhouses.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, so what was that like? Not a fun place. Yeah, break down. Do you want to go there, or is it?
I mean, you can go there. It was in Bali. I actually went with James Aspey.
Okay.
And a few other activists.
Yeah.
And it's just fucking hell. Like, it's hell. You know, like you look at, you know, the scale, like the vibrational scale of emotions, how it's got like the top ones are like love, gratitude, joy. The bottom ones are like shame, depression, grief,
hate.
Like these slaughterhouses are like the bottom of that chain. So if you think about like when an animal is getting killed, it's literally its entire chemical structure of its body and energy is in the lowest vibration that you could possibly imagine. Like, imagine being put in a torture chamber, like, you know. So when you're ingesting these animal products, especially from factory farmed places and, you know, that kind of thing, you're literally ingesting the lowest frequency that you can. So yeah, you're ingesting that hate, that fear, that shame, that grief. That
the animal was going through in that moment.
I mean, if you believe in energy, you know,
facts. But I think they break it down scientifically, like the cells have memory, right? Or something like that. So like the memory of each cell within the animal carries that. So I think it's...
But not even that, just like what they're injecting into these animals as well. Like they get injected with steroids, hormones, and all these artificial like GMO chemicals that just really we shouldn't be ingesting. So it's bad in all ways.
It's fucked.
I think unless you're like hunting your own animal, you're really ingesting like harmful chemicals.
I've heard, and if you like hunt it, like you respect the killing more, like you respect the whole act of like, it's more of like a ritual, like sacred thing.
I honestly respect that. Like Joe Rogan, like he goes and hunts his own elk and stuff. I'm like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's
you know,
fair.
like if you're gonna do it, do it that way. I think it's really beta to just go and buy like factory farmed meat from the supermarkets, all wrapped up, you know, ready to go.
That's a good point. So you said you kind of eat meat here and there, were you saying, or?
No.
So still
I've been vegan for 3 years.
Okay. Yeah. Fish? No.
No.
Okay, nice.
I cut out meat first.
Yeah.
The last time I ate meat was KFC, and I was high, and it just tripped me out because like the wicked wing was like this big, and I was like, "Holy shit! Like, what is this even like chicken? Like, what the heck is this?"
Fucking,
And that was the last time I ate it. It turned me off life.
Wow.
And then it took me like 6 months to give up dairy, and then with dairy, that was the hardest one for me. Kept going on and off.
Dairy's tough.
Yeah, it's addictive.
Isn't it like crack? Not crack. Something. I remember.
Yeah, the casein chemical in dairy is actually very addictive.
Wow.
So a lot of people struggle to give up dairy. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't give up dairy."
Yeah, because
they're
hard.
addicted to it.
It's so addictive. I remember.
And I felt that. Like I really did. But once I got really turned off it, that was it, and I haven't gone back.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had little slip ups with accidental things that I've ingested. And you can really tell. It makes you feel
you're more
so
sensitive. Yeah,
bad.
facts. Your whole system's like, what have you put in me?
Yeah,
it's
like
true.
what the hell is this?
It's true. No, literally, I have fish at the beginning of the year because I was like, fuck, I'm changing it up now.
Right.
And I was just like, nah, like even
Really?
the fishy taste. I was like, I can't do it. It was fresh fish from like Bateman's Bay. We're in the South Coast, like it was properly like proper. And I was just like, nah, I don't know. My body was just like, bruh. And I was trying to like convince myself like, nah, it's in your head. So I had the next day and I was like, nah, just that fishy taste was getting to me. And I think because I'm so like clean of all that, it's amplified. And I was just like, what is this? So
That's it. Well, there you go. Your body told you. Sometimes I think I'm like, I wonder what my body would do if I was to eat fish or something like that. So that's interesting.
Yeah, it tells you. It literally tells you.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether your stomach starts making noises or you just like something sends something to the brain, you're like, nah, this ain't right.
Yeah. I know the dairy definitely not good for my body.
Dairy's fucked.
You feel it straight away. Like your stomach is just like bubbling up and it's like, oh my God, what did I just do?
Nah, dairy is so intense. It's funny. My dad used to always say to me, like, eat what your like culture is. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Because that's what your body is used to and has been used to. And like in Ghanaian, they don't eat cheese at all. Do you know what I mean? They don't. It's all like plantain, beans and stuff, like meats here and there.
Bit of
but
meat, yeah.
But I was just like that. I never understood that until now. I'm like, fuck, this dude does. Because some people can eat dairy. Like I feel like if you're like mad,
I've noticed that. Like some people it's just okay, but I don't know.
Lebanese, right? So I don't know if.
Yeah, I mean they do have.
It's goat's cheese and stuff, right?
Yeah, they have labin.
Okay.
Which is like it's like yogurt.
Yeah.
But majority of the Mediterranean diet is plants, like legumes and fresh vegetables.
Yeah.
Lots of potatoes, grains, things like that.
There you go.
Because back in the village days, like they wouldn't even really eat meat. They would have meat, and it would last them a month for the family.
Yeah.
And something my grandma told me was they'd usually only give meat because they were poor in the village. They didn't have the the capabilities to have so much meat and stuff. They would actually give the meat to the males because the males needed more protein or strength to go out and do whatever they need to do. Yeah. But it's definitely not like super part of the ancestral diet.
That's interesting. Wow. Well, that applies to me as well because I got a bit of Lebanese, so I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, that's interesting. That's mad. So what we're gonna shift it a little because you're a very conscious person. I've noticed, as we can tell already from this conversation. What like was the catalyst maybe, or what started shifting you into like knowledge of self, being more aware of you, like the spiritual journey.
The spiritual side of things?
Yeah, the spiritual side. Like what kind of was that? Or was there a moment like that, or was it like a gradual?
Yeah, definitely gradual.
I
used to be like proper atheist. Like I was like devil's child.
Okay.
Like did not believe anything. Just my mum literally used to come into my room and like spray holy water. And my religion teacher in high school used to, whenever she used to see me, she used to do the sign of the cross, like literally, like she thought I was like the Antichrist.
That's a bit heavy. Yeah. That's a bit fucked.
But I think it was actually when I went vegan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had little bits of things before that. Like I remember my first acid trip was definitely like an eye-opener for me.
Wow.
That really like... But it wasn't really spiritual. It was more...
shit.
I remember just being like, oh, okay, yeah, life's pretty good. Like, this is cool. I get it. Life's all right. It's nice. It's enjoyable. Like, we live on a pretty cool earth. But it wasn't, like, super deep.
Yeah.
once I went vegan, and I really feel like it's because, you know, I was purging that death energy from my body and those chemicals.
That's deep. Yeah.
I literally became like a clearer channel.
Wow.
To actually be aware of the fact that there's more to this than what we see.
Powerful.
And it was really slow. But yeah, that was the start of my spiritual journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I guess that's why I'm so passionate about it as well.
Yeah, because that was kind of what triggered that, I guess. Yeah, it's I like how you said pure channel. That's nice. That's nice because it is. It's like the less toxins and stuff you have, the more you can receive. I feel the less you're locked down.
Definitely.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, we can't hear like the signs and the downloads and the messages if our energy field and our bodies are cluttered with toxic stuff, you know. And it's not just food and chemicals. It's like, you know, what we're watching, what we're exposing ourselves to, people, information, like all of it.
It all goes into it. You're right. All your senses, whatever they're consuming, you're becoming that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So you became more conscious of everything through that. Wow.
Yeah. Wow. And it's been 3 years, so it's definitely been like a slow journey.
Yeah. It's a constant journey, eh? It never stops, bro.
It just doesn't stop. Yeah. But it's good. It's exciting, but it definitely gets overwhelming sometimes because you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
New lessons.
Literally.
Great.
I remember like when I had that, it was probably like 3 years ago. I thought, I'm so conscious. I'm so fucking woke. Like, you know, nothing can affect me. And I was just like, fuck. I look at myself back then. It's like, bruh, this guy had no idea. It never ends. Oh, do you know what I mean? It's just a constant fucking journey of growth and lessons. Like you said, you were talking about surrendering earlier, which really resonated, which I've been learning as well, which is something what has been coming to you lately with the whole surrender? Do you know what I mean? How are you navigating that?
So similar to, I guess, like being that clear channel, you know, I was saying before, being in that kind of like masculine energy of like go, hustle, autopilot, like expectations, scheduling, all of that kind of stuff. Is a similar idea to putting toxins in your body because you're just constantly focusing on something. It's like, oh, gotta go, gotta do this, gotta do that. And you're not really kind of being present in the moment. Like, even if you are a kind of conscious person and, you know, you meditate and you do all these good things, you're still, by being so active and so kind of in that masculine energy of like go, hustle, you're kind of still cluttered and not clear.
Yeah.
So this is a reoccurring like thing for me, especially because my whole chart is Capricorn. I don't know if you know too much.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm trying to get into it as much as I can. I got a reading done for my album's called Age of Aquarius. I'm trying to get there.
True.
Yeah, so you got a lot of Capricorn.
Yeah, so Capricorn, like my moon and rising is Capricorn, and my whole chart is Capricorn, and the Capricorn zodiac, like their stereotype is like business, power, working hard, money.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm so like that. Like I love to work, love to hustle, love to make shit happen. But it doesn't serve me as much as I think it does. So I've had to learn to really just kind of retrain myself to literally do the complete opposite. So and just understand that like by slowing down and by taking it easy and by doing really nothing a lot of the time is so much better and allows you to really kind of be in that receivership mode and be a magnet for the things that you want rather than like chasing. Because when you're chasing, you're like in lack, right? You're in scarcity.
Yeah.
So you're not actually going to get what you want.
Facts.
So it's just like, this is like a new like thing that I'm going through. So I'm really trying to embody that.
No, I can tell. Like, I love how you've like, you know, broke it down. Like you've been looking at yourself. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, I think that's so important, you know, to just see what you're doing. Like you're
be self-aware.
Self-aware. That's what it is.
Yeah, it takes time. Like sometimes you like, you know, you don't notice and that's why you keep doing it. But when you become aware, then that's when you can start
changing it,
making change.
Yeah, exactly. And it's hard. It's like you got to reprogram yourself in a way.
It is hard to face yourself and be honest. Like, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I see what I'm doing here.
True. No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
And then that ego comes in. It's just like, I want to stay like this. Like I felt that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just telling my friend before, Her name's Tayla as well.
Two
Spelt the
Taylors.
same.
Damn.
T squared. But I was telling her, like, what I'm going through now, this, like, it's kind of like the tower moment of, like, okay, everything's kind of crashing, but it's crashing to teach you something, always. This kind of exact same thing that I'm going through now happened almost 2 years ago when I was living in Bali.
Okay.
And, like, I learned a few lessons from it. I was like, oh, yeah, I get it. You know? But then I slowly started going back to the way I was. So now the universe is like, no, bitch, like, learn this. This is the time. Like, I'm serious about this one.
Wow. I feel that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it reoccurs. It's like it keeps reoccurring until you
learn.
Until you learn. And sometimes you're blind to it, do you know what I mean? Because you think you got over it. And then it's just like, nah, it slash you back in the face. It's fucked, man.
You just kid you. It is.
No, I know exactly
but
how
it's
you feel.
cool because you got to learn it.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like I want to learn this. I like, how cool is that to be able to just slow down and do nothing and still attract everything you want? Like that's way better. I'd rather do that than like, you know, have my calendar full and just be stressing out all the time. Like I'd way rather just relax and like go to the beach and read a book,
dude,
and just get a text message saying, "Bam, there's your manifestation."
It happens like that. I've noticed that it happens like that. It's like the more you just like be, you know what I mean? Human beings, the more you just be, it's just like it all starts. And Kaushik told me that. He's like, man, just
I was just thinking of him.
Yeah, well, there you go. He like literally, he'd always tell me, he's like, just be in the flow. You know what I mean? It's just, it's already happening. It's already happened. You know?
Yes.
Like it's already happened. Technically, we just got to step into it. You know, that's what I'm learning as well.
That's it. Well, it's like that day that I ran into you too. That was in the flow. Like I'd never walk down that path of Bondi. I just don't. For some reason that day, I was like, oh, change it up.
Wow.
Walk that way. That's see you guys. I'm like, what the hell?
That's trippy.
It's meant to see you yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You guys organized a meetup.
Yes, we were meant to meet at the cafe. But instead, we met
organically
with the most beautiful view of Bondi. Like, so much better than a cafe.
Crazy how it works. Yeah, and how much, and it's a better story as well. Do you know what I mean?
Definitely.
No, I love shit like that. And that's what it is. It's that those magical moments, you know what I mean? The universe gifts us. But like it only gives it to us when we, like you said, just like kick back. You know what I mean? Not try to control and chase shit. Yeah. You know?
Well,
that's deep.
Nature is in flow. It doesn't try too hard,
Facts.
you know? It's just chilling.
It just does it, yeah.
I think when we become like on that similar wavelength of nature, then everything just works out for us.
Yes. No, you're right. It's so true. I love that. I want to get into the star signs because you just triggered that in me. So I think my Mercury's in Capricorn. I don't know.
Ooh.
I think something like that. I got some type of Capricorn in me.
Okay.
But how much do you like invest in? Because I believe it, to be honest. I do. I think it's all legit. But how much do you like think that? Because I feel like you can change. What I love about astrology is it shows you yourself. Do you know what I mean? Things you already know innately within yourself. But what I thought is like, I'm not stuck to this type of, like, I feel like I can.
Right. Yeah. It's not everything.
It's not everything.
Define
but it's like a kind of blueprint.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like for me, like, I never used to be into this stuff. Like, literally probably the last 1.5 to 2 years, I started learning. I always just my whole life thought I was a Pisces.
That was it to it. Yeah.
You know, I didn't think anything more of it. And I kind of related, but not really, because Pisces, like, they're creative and dreamy and stuff, which I definitely relate to. But they're also, like, stereotypically super sensitive and, like, always crying and stuff like that. And I, like, barely cry.
Yeah.
You know? So I didn't really relate to that part of it. And then when I found out that there was more to it, found out that, like, my moon and rising is in Capricorn and they're, like, anti-emotional. Like, they're emotional deeply, but, like, they don't show it kind of thing.
Okay, yep.
Like, they kind of hold it in.
Yeah, I feel you.
So I feel like astrology has just made me, like, kind of accept sides of myself and just understand myself a little bit more. It's not like it, you know, I don't define my whole life around it, my whole identity, but it's definitely made me aware of, like, certain characteristics and traits of myself and, you know, like the shadow, dark sides of myself and then also, you know, the really good sides of myself. So, yeah, that's deep. It's like it always balances itself out, I feel like, in the astrology. Yeah. Like each sign, I don't know, somehow I'm like, oh, I'm extreme in this way, but
on the other side, this
True.
balances it out. I've
Yeah.
noticed that. But it's interesting how you said you only thought you were Pisces, because all they show us when it comes to astrology, because I was the same, like I thought I'm just an Aquarius, blah, blah, blah. All they show us is sun signs. Like you look up.
the mainstream.
Yeah, and the lady that I got the reading from, she told me that the sun represents the masculine side or something like that, and the moon represents the feminine. And
because the moon is your emotions.
Yeah, exactly.
And the sun is kind of like your, I guess, overall personality. I think. I don't know.
I think
it's the way people
see, or I think rising is how people see you.
Yes,
it's like the way you shine. I don't know. Something to do. I remember someone said something like with the sun, like it's how you shine or some shit. Anyway,
okay.
But basically, see, we're not experts, but we
Definitely
know a bit.
Not.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's important though. But where I was going with that was, they only show us the masculine side, and it was interesting how you're talking about being in the masculine earlier. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like society's put us in this like mad masculine energy. You know what I mean? Like for example, on that astrology level, if you go in the newspaper, they'll only show you your sun sign, which is the masculine. It's like, why aren't they showing us your emotions? You know what I mean? Which is supposedly the feminine side.
Definitely.
And that was a big thing for me. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because you don't realize, especially as a dude, you don't realize how fucked it is.
Yeah, we really live in like a masculine dominated world.
Yeah.
And it's more like the wounded masculine. It's not the divine masculine.
That's deep.
Which is unfortunate, but just is what it is, you know?
Yeah. But
it's good to be aware of.
Yeah, because everyone's coming more aware.
Really?
Like all this stuff that's happening, like the marches and stuff, like I think it's starting to pop up naturally. Like the universe is forcing it up.
For sure. Guys are like so much more open to this kind of stuff. And I think, they're just really starting to understand that it's totally fine to express your emotions. Yeah. And, it's needed.
Yeah, you have to. You can't suppress that shit.
You can't.
Yeah, that's what causes the
really
problems.
bad.
No, you're right. No, it's true.
But it's sad because I get it, like obviously like we grew up in Sydney. So we know what society is like with men especially. Like it's just, your mates will be like, oh, you gay, or just make fun of you for being interested in certain things. And so I get it. Like I get why guys suppress their emotions. Yeah. It's sad.
No, it is, but it's shifting.
And it's good. We've got guys like you out there. I'm so blessed to know so many like beautiful men that are in touch with their feminine, that are spreading that to the world and really inspiring others to do the same.
And it's important because that's how we get our creativity. I feel. I mean, tapping into that feminine energy. A lot of that, because I feel like the male's like that logic, like, looking at the little details, but like the feminine's like that creativity, bigger picture type thing.
For sure.
So I think, we're getting there slowly.
We are.
Slowly, yeah.
I have faith.
We got to hold faith, man, 100%. Do you want some kombucha? I forgot to say at the beginning.
Sure.
They're a bit cold, and that's a water for you as well. That's right, kombucha. We out here.
Beautiful.
But legend. Open it gently. The last, my mate Stoyan who came on, it what do you call it? It went crazy on him. But I think you'll be right. Yeah, you're sweet.
Love kombucha.
Yeah, mad.
Thank you.
No worries. So now I want to get into what you do. I mean, your circles. You invited me to a full moon one. You do full moon ones, new moon ones as well.
Full moon and new moon.
Full moon and new moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since we're kind of near the astrology, I feel like this.
True.
We can segue
Smooth.
into that. Yeah. You feel that? That's dope. So tell us about it, man. Tell us about what you guys do. And it's obviously every few weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yes, I've been doing it consistently for how long have I been in Bondi? Like 10 months.
Oh, that's quite a while.
Ever since I moved into Bondi.
Yeah.
And I have had my own space. I just started it up. So it's really cute. It's really intimate because like I literally do it in my bedroom. Like I live in a studio. Yeah. So it's my house, but it's also my bedroom.
Damn.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
My space is really cute. I've got like cute, bright, positive artworks all up on the wall. My room is my vision board.
Yeah, that's
quite
deep.
literally. So yeah, it's a cute little space. I might eventually move it into somewhere else.
Yeah.
The more it kind of gets
grows.
The more it grows. But for now, it's really just cute and intimate.
Yeah.
I like it. But yeah, it's so we're kind of reframing it now as well, because we want to attract more like people who are a little bit open to this kind of stuff, but not so open to the point where they, want to identify as someone that goes to a full moon ceremony. Because I kind of started realizing how that came across as a bit hippie, witchy woo-woo kind of thing.
Yeah. Witchy woo. Yeah.
Witchy woo-woo. Yeah. And I don't really want that to be the stereotype of it. Like I want to attract people who want to learn more and kind of get the people that are kind of like on the edge to come so that we can teach them more about this kind of thing.
I like that.
You know? So I've kind of reframed it to like raise your vibration circles. Nice. Yes. Yeah. And really I've restructured it this year to teach more about the science behind energy and intention and law of attraction. So we really teach, the actual facts behind this stuff rather than that kind of hippie woo-woo
because some people need that. I know what you mean. Yeah. No, 100%. Like
me, definitely. I don't just believe stuff due to blind faith. I can't. It just doesn't make sense to me. I can't make any sense of it. So I need those facts and that logic behind things to really implement it into my life. And that's what I want. I want people to leave and actually implement this stuff into their life and get the benefits of it rather than coming and thinking they're just doing some weird witchy stuff.
Some weird voodoo. Yeah.
So we teach that. We do some beautiful meditations. Nice. We do little cacao ceremony. It's really cute to like connect with others, like-minded people, make your own friends.
Yeah.
And hopefully, leave learning a few things and
of course.
Manifest basically, it really is about raising your vibration and attracting the things that you desire into your life. So I've been loving doing that.
Yeah.
It's really fun to facilitate the events and like build the community. I think especially living in Bondi, there's such a community there. So now I'm kind of creating my own little community and it's just slowly getting bigger and bigger and it's really beautiful.
Your own tribe. I love it. Yeah. That's mad. So is that part of the events that you do?
So the conscious networking events is a separate business with my two best friends. Where we basically throw different events all the time, but they seem to be parties at this point.
Yeah. Hey, that's what we need right now.
Yeah. But it's still like conscious, we're attracting like-minded people.
Yeah.
And we're allowing a space for people to network with each other, personally and also professionally.
Yeah.
So people can come, they can make friends, but they can also make business connections.
Networks,
and actually network and collaborate with people. So we attract a lot of people that have small businesses that are trying to build a name for themselves. So it's a really cool way to just collaborate because collaboration is everything. Like, let's be real.
Facts. Yeah.
It's so powerful to give that energy and just, share the love and know that you're going to receive that back. So that's kind of like where the idea stemmed from, is just kind of building the community, networking, helping each other out. Because something I've noticed I've been doing social media stuff for a few years now, and I've always kind of noticed that the community can be a little bit selfish in the sense that people are kind of in it for themselves, like they're not super willing to promote other people or get people over to other people's brands, because a lot of people are in that scarcity where they think, oh, if I promote this person who's doing a similar kind of thing to me, then, everyone's just going to go to them and not me. I'll be losing. And that's just a scarcity way of thinking where, we want to live from that place of abundance and just understand that there's so much room in this world for everyone to succeed in everything that they're doing. It doesn't even matter if they're doing the exact same thing as you. So just really trying to embody that with these events. It's also just a fun time, just get together, let loose, have fun. It doesn't have to be so serious all the time. I think when we get older, people think that we have to get serious, and that's just not true. We've got to have fun, we've got to play.
Facts.
So it's just a space for that as
well.
Nice.
Nice.
They're really fun.
Yeah, 100%. When's the next one?
We're trying to organise it now, but it's kind of hard because of all the COVID restrictions.
Yeah, I feel that. everything's a bit more. Yeah,
So annoying.
You got to try and maneuver around all that.
But it's
bullshit.
in the works.
Yeah,
it's in the works.
No, I feel
you might be a part of the next one.
Hey, bro, I'm here to, like you said, collaboration is everything. I've learned that as well. Last year and this year, it is. It's just the more minds, focus on one thing, the more it can grow. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And the more possibilities.
So true.
Yeah.
You can always learn from others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's always good to share the love.
That's a fact, man. I love this. This is dope. And I love how you're saying about like growing up and you still got to play.
Yes.
That's been like a theme for me lately as well. It's just like we grow up so quick, you got to kind of tap into that inner child and just like keep playing, see things as fun and like, as experiences. Like, when you're a little kid and you're just like walking in the forest and it's so magical. Like, cause you're short as well and you're small, like the trees are even bigger.
Like,
yeah. And you're just like, fuck, it's a magical forest. Like, we need to get back into that shit. You know what I mean? Where
100%.
it's just like looking at everything as like stimuli for like magic, for that play, that fun, that like fantasy type thing. Yeah.
It's a high vibrational thing to experience, playing and having fun.
Yeah.
It feels good.
Facts.
And when you feel good, you're going to be radiating good energy, which means you're going to be attracting good energy back.
It's that simple.
So
it's that
gotta
simple.
play.
Yeah,
you gotta have fun.
No, fact. And like it's the quickest way to raise your vibration, I feel.
Definitely.
Just fucking play around. Yeah. And nature's the big one. Getting into nature.
Yes.
That like, because it
So
brings it out of
powerful.
you. You know what I mean? You will feel like climbing a tree. You know what I mean? You feel like taking your shoes off and grounding.
Put your hands in the dirt. Pick a flower. Like, oh, it's
literally,
so cute.
Yeah, exactly. Bro, this phone, it's got a mad zoom. So it's got
the new iPhone?
It's a Samsung. It's got some crazy zoom. I got it for podcasts, for filming. But he's like, do you want this one? Like, it's got like this weird like zoom thing. And I'm just like, yeah, bro, fuck it. I'm into that shit. So now, like, if I see like ants or like little fucking spiders, if you zoom in, it's a whole nother world. And they're having like wars and shit. Like, I saw this ant have a go with this worm. You know what I mean? They're trying to take out it's crazy. It sounds crazy. Yeah. And I'm sitting there just zooming in with this. Yeah, no, literally. I was like, what the fuck is happening? It's a whole nother world. So that's my form of play through technology.
Love that. But that's it. It's just the little things,
Literally.
Like, why not?
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. You got to find what, satisfies and like, hits your spirit.
Definitely.
Gets you going.
And you got to do it like just to have fun. Like no other agenda. It's like, I'm just doing it because it feels good. Not to get any,
I like how
gain
you said
out
that.
of it.
Yeah, just to do it.
Yeah, it's innocent. Like when kids play, they're not trying to get famous or like successful or validated or anything. They're just having fun.
That's
like they're literally just out there like, oh, fairies.
Yeah, that's so true. That's dope. Maybe that's the next thing for one of your events, like a fucking, I don't know, some like inner child type shit. You know what I mean?
I like that. We should
know.
take everyone to like one of those kids' play houses.
Yeah, they're
and like
mad.
when you jump in those like pits of like balls or whatever.
Yeah, and the foam and shit. Yeah, they were always the funnest times when I was a kid, jumping in them foam pits and stuff.
Oh my god, Ariel's gonna love that idea. She loves that shit.
That I reckon that'd be mad.
She's gonna froth it.
Yeah, sign me up for that. That shit is mad.
It was so fun. Or like those flip out worlds and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Like the bouncy, the jumping places. Yeah,
yes.
Literally, that's what it's about.
That's good.
No, 100%. I think we're all shifting into that because it's just like, I don't know. I feel like everything's so serious. Society's so like everything's just like, especially with COVID.
You see it when you
shit.
go on the Matrix, like when you're on the train and stuff, you're like, oh my
it's
god,
fucked. I can't do it anymore. I'm just like, nah. I'd rather just like be in my own space rather than just go through all that. Like,
I'm not normalized to it because I don't really go to like venues or into train stations or even shopping centers. Oh my god,
it's fucked, bro.
I was there today or yesterday to buy a journal.
Yeah,
and I was just like, get me the hell out of here right now. This is disgusting. Like, what the heck is this place?
The energy's fucked.
Yeah, you can really feel it. It's cringy.
I know what you mean. No, 100%. I dodge people now, to be honest, especially in those situations.
I know
it's too much. You know what I mean? And if you cough, like it's like a bomb went off. You know what I mean? It's like fuck, bro. I can't cough. I can't do shit.
It's wild.
Yeah, nah, it's too much, to be honest. Yeah, but that's the whole like serious. Everything's so serious. It's like, and you can't see people smile anymore because of the masks. You know what I mean? So like, when do you see a smile? And that's another way to raise your vibration real quick. Smiling. So powerful. Do you know what I mean?
I know. Yeah. It's scary when you can't see people's facial expressions.
Yeah, you see the eyes like, what the fuck? Yeah, what are you?
Like, we're just robots at this point. Like,
literally, bro, I'm telling you. Anyway, we don't want to get
Let's
too
not
much.
go down that rabbit hole.
Dude,
I really can.
I really can. You want to go down a rabbit hole? What have you been like? What's you been dabbling in lately? some rabbit hole type things?
Well, I also got pretty deep into like the COVID activism scene.
Like pandemic type thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I deleted my activism page because, well, I started up a new Instagram.
I remember you said you got shadow banned or some shit.
So the reason I had like 11K on my last Instagram, and for like a year straight, like literally when I started getting really into activism stuff, I was getting like 100 to 200 views on my stories.
Wow.
That's really bad.
Yeah, compared to what you usually, yeah.
Like that's not good. So I just got over it a few months ago. I was like, fuck this. I need to start a new Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason why I got so shadow banned is because I was sharing
all the
obviously
real shit.
Like vegan stuff,
Yeah.
but I think vegan stuff's not as censored as the COVID stuff.
Yeah,
like,
that's, you can't
as
go
soon
there.
as you mention like Bill Gates,
and
like all that kind of stuff,
man, I told my cousins the other day, they're like, tell me you're not an anti-vaxxer. I'm like, hey bro, I ain't taking that shit. I'm not putting that in my body. They're like, trust you to be the one. I'm like, look man, I'm not even gonna try to convince you, do you know what I mean? But like, I wouldn't go there, do you know what I mean? I trust my body to fight it, do you know what I mean? I understand if you want, but like,
yeah, like it's a choice. Like I trust my body to heal.
exactly.
Like let me decide to do that. I don't want to
agree.
inject this chemical into
Exactly.
my body. That's not fair. Like fair enough if you want to, go for it.
That's
go
what I
for
said.
gold, but I don't want to. So don't force me.
That's the thing. And
I
that make
really
me feel
hope
weird
that
about
doesn't happen.
What
But
do you think?
it seems to like
Seems like it's going
be
there.
getting there, because even my mum the other day said that she's at uni and she got a letter from the uni saying that they're like starting to suggest vaccinations.
No, they are. My dad works with disabled kids like in that field, and every like the frontline workers, they all got to get.
They have to get it.
They have to get it.
Otherwise, they don't have a job.
Basically, so they're kind of making that a thing. I feel like it's gonna be that thing where it's like, you know, masks, where it's like you can't come in the store unless you wear a mask.
Yes,
it's like
yes,
you can't
it
come
is.
into this
It
place.
is.
Like they're not gonna force you. Like sit down, take this.
It
but they'll
is.
just make shit harder.
Yeah,
you know what
I think there'll be a way. There'll be ways around it. Like maybe like certain beliefs that you have, like if you are religious, or because apparently the vaccine's not vegan as well.
Boom, let's go. I'm back
So it's
to
like,
being
well,
vegan.
I'm not vegan.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm vegan,
vegan,
so I
yeah.
can't have it.
Yeah.
Apparently yesterday I was told, I know a lot of people that are like really deep into the stuff, but I was told that you can see how with the mask, if you had like a medical condition, you didn't have to wear it.
Okay.
I think there's some loophole with that with the vaccine.
Oh.
Like if you've had pre-existing medical conditions or anything like that,
Yeah.
you feel like the vaccine could
Trigger something.
then you can get out
And
of
that's another thing. It's like, what happens if I'm allergic to something I don't know, and then I take
Yeah.
the shit and then it fucks me up?
And it is with people.
Oh, it's happened. My dad, he tells me stories about these disabled kids or
Yeah.
like people, and it's just because they've had a vaccine at
Yeah.
like not infant age but young, and then something happened, you know.
Yeah.
And that was the moment when things started changing in the child. And
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, it's when you when you
I just
start
think it
talking
should be
about
a choice.
100%.
It
100%.
should just be a choice.
You can't
That's
force
it.
people to do shit. No, I agree.
It's scary,
yeah,
like what the power that the system has over us. We think that we have freedom of choice and freedom of speech,
yeah.
but we actually don't.
Mm.
And it's evident with social media and the internet, because all of this information is severely censored to the point where
heavily.
you can't even access it.
Mm.
So it's like, do we have freedom?
That's deep. That's a
Like,
good
do we
point.
have the right to even look into things for ourselves and decide how we feel about it? Or we just
Yeah.
have to believe everything that they tell us?
They tell us, exactly. That's the thing. I was telling my cousins, I'm like, bro, you really trust these fools? Look at the world right now. Look at the
So
world
sus.
for the last like 50 years. Do you trust whoever's organizing this shit? Like even just common sense wise, for me, it's just like, if you just look at just what's happening, it's like, I would not trust these motherfuckers.
No.
Fuck that. Hell no.
But people don't see it because they're so like sucked into that world. Like they watch
Exactly.
the news, they listen to the radio, and it's just constantly being reaffirmed to them that that's the truth and that's the way. And they're not being exposed any information that's outside the box. It's like, obviously they think
They're
that
gonna
way.
exactly. Yeah.
But for people like us, we are exposed to things outside the box and we feel it in our body. Like we're more intuitive, so we can feel, okay, that's not right. Like that doesn't feel right. So yeah, again, like just, Same with the vegan thing. That's why I deleted my activism page as well, because same with the vegan thing. I just realized like it was just putting out that judgmental fear energy as well. Because if we get too sucked into, oh my God, the system and this is messed up, blah, 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 then we're putting out
as bad as,
that fear energy, which isn't good. So we still have to shift it and get back into that kind of compassionate, loving energy towards it, and just trust that the work that we're doing on ourselves and the love that we're spreading to others is going to help that cause.
Yes.
Just as a cause and effect kind of thing. We don't necessarily have to, go out on the street and scream about this stuff for people to hear, which I definitely did.
So you've actually done it, you've experienced it, and you've realized like there's other ways. Yeah. That's deep.
Yeah. The last few like activism things that I did, especially with the COVID stuff, made me realize, okay, this is like not really effective.
Yeah.
In fact, it's just making people think that we're psychos.
Yeah.
Like people just look at us, well, the group that I was in anyway, and just think these people are insane.
Yeah.
They've taken too many psychedelics and they need to be like jailed at this point,
I feel you.
So it's not really, they're not looking at us saying, oh yeah, they have a point. They're like, no, they're insane.
Exactly. Like instantly from face value.
That's just stupidity.
Yeah. That's a fact. And then it's like they can't soak it in. Do you know what I mean?
They can't, because they just think any information that's like coming from psycho people that take too many psychedelics.
Yeah,
I literally had that epiphany. That's why I deleted the page.
Wow. Yeah.
I was like, wow, I can't be a part of this anymore.
That makes sense though.
Because I really want to help. Like part of me, like part of my sole purpose is that activism side of myself. Like I just can't help it. Whether it's veganism, environment, human rights, all this kind of stuff, it's ingrained in me to speak up and do something about it.
Deep.
But I think I had to get super deep into that world to realize that there's other ways of doing it.
That's beautiful. That's dope. I hope people take that. No, because it's important. Because I think once like everyone kind of channels their energy into something else, whether it be like instead of the protesting and stuff, or maybe just putting, I don't know how, I don't have the answers, but it's just like coming together in another way,
Exactly. Just spreading that vibration of love.
Yeah, no, facts. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. That's like the highest frequency, right? I'm pretty sure.
It's up there.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's up there. The highest is like enlightenment.
That's
which is basically like, it's basically unconditional love.
Yeah.
So it's not just love, but it's unconditional love. Because we can love things, but it can be conditional.
Yeah, it's like God level. I feel that.
Yeah.
That's intense. Yeah. I love how you said though, like when you feel things, when you're talking about seeking information and you're talking about how you feel it, it's like I feel like the vaccine, it's like going to desensitize you more, like the foods and stuff. So then you're so desensitized, it's like you can't feel these things, which are like, signs from the universe or your body speaking to you, telling you, nah, there's something up here. When you're like in an energy field with like some people and you're like, nah, something's off. You know what I mean? Because your body starts moving and shit. Yeah, you feel it like on a subconscious level.
But you can't feel it if you're not clear.
Channel, like you said.
And a lot of people aren't, because they're watching TV, they're watching the news, they're watching these garbage TV shows,
the
just
reality
crap
shows and
stuff,
shit.
Social media, following all these toxic people, fake people, comparing themselves and eating crap food, taking crap drugs. Like they're just, they're not going to be aware of what things are really good for them or not, because they're just not in tune with their body. So
they're so desensitized.
That's why all these people are so ready for the vaccine.
Yeah,
like I was telling my boyfriend's aunties yesterday, they're like really into the COVID stuff. Like she actually just made a documentary all about like the facts of all of it. Really cool. Like
exposing them, kind of.
Yes, exactly. And I was telling her yesterday that like I was on the beach at Bondi a few weeks ago or whatever, and there was these two kids sitting next to me. They're like 13, 14 sitting on the beach, and they were like, oh yeah, COVID's crazy, and they're like, can't wait for the vaccine, it's going to be so good. So, it's just going to fix everything. And I was there like, no. I'm like, no, they've got the kids. The kids are keen for the vaccine. I'm like, 14, oh my God.
That's sad as fuck.
And that's like, because like I'm not normalized to those kind of conversations, because like the people around me think how I do.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, the information that I expose myself to is how I think. So
Yeah.
when I see that, I'm
It's
like,
a shock. Yeah, it's like, whoa.
whoa,
yeah.
like that's actually a thing.
It's a whole nother world. Yeah, no, it's literally, it's crazy how people can be living in two, like you're both on the beach, like you and these kids. It's like you're both in two different, like total different worlds.
Different.
You're in the same place, but different worlds through the mind. You know what I mean? It's deep. It's deep as fuck.
That's it. But just got to send that compassion and
Yeah,
love. You know,
exactly.
it's like, okay, I get why they think that.
Yeah, they're probably just thinking, I want to be able to go out and fucking
they're like,
live my life.
The vaccine, it's a good step.
Yeah, to just be more free.
Everything.
Yeah, probably. It's like, nah, bro. Nah. That's, anyway, so what do you do? Let's flip the switch.
I'm actually surprised we went down that rabbit hole. I wasn't expecting that one.
Hey, bro, I told you, it's all a flow here. I don't come prepared. It just happens.
True. I guess we were meant to.
Yeah, talk about
someone would probably get something out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I have faith.
Or someone might dive into, like, you know, the whole... that's all it takes.
It's just little, like, it's planting seeds.
Little breadcrumbs.
You
Yeah,
know, we
literally.
won't get too into it.
Yeah, you just give a little and then, yeah. I don't want this shadow ban, bro. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
I know.
Oh, imagine.
Don't mention it in the title.
Yeah, no, hell no. Did we say Bill Gates?
No
Yeah,
hashtags. Honestly, I'm not joking.
Yeah, no, it's fucked. That's fucked. That is so intense.
Yeah.
Yeah, we said Bill Gates, so they probably might have
We
a little
did.
whinge
Maybe
about
bleep
that.
it.
Yeah, probably have to. I said it again. Anyway, fuck it. I have no fear of any of these motherfuckers at the end of the day.
Come at me.
Literally, I've been having those moments where it's just like, you know.
Yeah, I did that for a while and then
Yeah.
caught
And then
up
they
to me
shut up.
and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Oh,
Now I like asterisk all my swear words on Instagram. I'm like, okay, I've learnt my lesson.
please don't. Yeah. Fuck. What a world we live in.
I know.
But I want to flip it up. Let's flip it up. So what do you do to raise your vibration, to like tap into them higher frequencies? So what are some practices, whether it be meditation, breath work? Obviously you're vegan, you eat clean.
Yes, that's a big one.
Yeah, give me some things.
Respecting your vessel is a big one.
Yeah.
So that's obviously what foods you ingest. Also your water. So drinking good filtered water. And if you don't have access to good filtered water, this does sound a bit hippie woo-woo, but it's facts. You can speak to the water and put good energy into it. And this is proven by Dr. Emoto.
Emoto.
The water experiment. You can Google it. It's real stuff.
Yeah.
Literally, like if you speak to your water, like if you literally just hold what I do, because I was off tap water for like years. And then recently my cousin, he's super into this stuff as well. We're at a restaurant, he was drinking it and I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're drinking tap water? What's going on? And he's like, yeah, you just talk to it, Dr. Emoto.
Ooh,
and I was like, true.
Deep.
So now if I'm out and I'm like, because usually I just wouldn't drink, even if I was really thirsty.
I'm like that as well. Yeah.
But now I do. Like I literally, but I literally talk to it. Like I'm drinking it and in my head, I'm like, I love you. You're beautiful. I'm so grateful for you.
Yeah.
Thank you for, healing my body.
Yeah. I feel
the
that.
entire time I'm drinking it.
Yeah,
up
you're
until the
thinking
last sip.
I love that. Yeah.
And it's interesting because a few weeks ago I drank tap water and I was in a rush, so I didn't do it. Like I wasn't speaking to it and I felt sick.
Wow.
I did. Like
That's
it really
intense.
screwed up my body.
Wow.
So try and get good water. If you can't, talk to the water. I know it sounds weird.
No, it's
try it.
Everyone that's come on the podcast, nearly everyone has brought up Etimoto or
Dr. Emoto. It's huge. I love that. That's so good.
Everyone's come and they've brought him up the same thing.
Wow.
And I'm just like, that's why when you're saying, I'm like, here we go again.
Because this guy revolutionized the concept that your thoughts and your words literally change the chemical structure of water, which is powerful because our bodies are made up of 70-80% water.
Yeah.
So huge. As part of your respecting your vessel and your body is also the information that you expose yourself to.
Yeah.
So that's like being a savage when it comes to social media, who you're following, unfollow anyone that isn't serving your highest good. Anyone that triggers you, makes you insecure, makes you compare yourself, makes you put yourself down in any way, just get rid of it. Like you don't need that.
Yeah, that's deep. I like that.
Also, monitoring what kind of TV you're watching, what you're listening to, and just making sure it's like aligned with you and is a positive thing.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's huge.
I love that. Respect your vessel. That's dope.
Respect it.
I love that. Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
we're so blessed
Mm.
to have this body that does all of this stuff for us. So we need to respect it. It's part of self-respect. It's respecting what you're putting into your body. And I like to have balance as well. So I usually follow like an 80-20 rule.
Okay.
Like 80% good, clean, high vibrational stuff, but then 20% bad stuff.
You got to feed the shadow side of you.
Yeah, you got to. Otherwise, it's actually not good, because then you get in restriction mode. And I know that restriction mode is really bad, especially for someone like me, because I've been through a lot of addictions and stuff in my time, and it's all stemmed from restriction. You know, so you need that balance just to make sure you don't go too deep into the bad stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's all right, have a chocolate or, you know, bad thing, or alcohol, or, you know, watch some shitty TV show.
Yeah.
It's all right
you
every
got to
now
have
and
that
then.
little binge. Otherwise, you'll go on a long, I've had that as well, where I try to, like, you know, cut myself off from something.
And then you just binge out.
And then you go hard.
And
I'm
you
just
just
like,
screw yourself.
And then by the time you know it, you're like, what the fuck? Because it takes over. It's like you haven't fed that dog, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a while, and it's just like, he needs to be fed, bro.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Balance. You can't have too much of anything. You need the balance. So, yeah, balance important.
I love that.
What else? Journaling is huge.
Okay.
Journaling is huge for me for raising my vibration, because especially, so I have like 3 kind of prompts that I do when I journal that I specifically do to raise my vibration. So gratitude.
Yep.
Obviously very important. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational emotions that we can feel. So by just focusing on what we're grateful for every day, we're going to be in that high vibration.
Sets the tone. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And you can also do scripting through gratitude. I don't know if you know about scripting.
No, what's that exactly?
So this is a way of like manifesting.
Yeah.
So you say like, so say you're writing out your gratitude. I'm grateful for X, Y, Z, things that have already happened in your life.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for my family, my friends, the roof over my head, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Another
thing that you can do, which is a trick, which, you know how they say like, speak that you wish to become? Like speak as if it's already happened.
Yeah.
So while you're writing your gratitude, you can say, I am grateful for thing that is yet to happen.
Oh, deep.
That you want to happen.
Deep.
So I'm grateful for selling out my new course or whatever. You know, you're writing it as if it's already happened. So then the universe, the vibrations is like, oh, okay, that's happened. Let's start attracting that. Let's shift reality to make that happen. So
that's deep.
Powerful.
Yeah, this is the second time I heard this in 2 days.
Oh.
My mate showed me Joe Dispenza talk about this exact same thing. And then now you brought it up, so now I have to.
You have to do it.
I have to do it.
You have to do it.
Yeah. So like kind of speak as it's already done.
Yes.
Basically, yeah.
Yes. I teach this at my circles as well usually.
Wow.
So it's really powerful. Like I've literally written stuff. And like I'll check my phone and like it's there. Straight away. Instantly. Like it's mind blowing.
Fuck yeah.
How it can happen.
Yeah.
So there's that. And then also journaling is really powerful because you can write out. So another prompt that I do is, how do I feel today? And then I actually just write out how I'm feeling. Raw. Like, oh, I feel shit. This happened. I'm so annoyed. I'm so tired. Why is this happening to me? Yeah, just venting it out, because when you're venting it out, you're actually purging that from your energy field. And by purging that negative stuff from your energy field, you are going to raise your vibration because you're creating that space.
Yeah. To receive.
And it's just good to process your emotions. You know, we're not taught to process our emotions, so journaling is really good for that, for me anyway.
Dope. Yeah.
And then how will today manifest? Or how will this week manifest? So then that's kind of another scripting thing. So you can say, today I will do this, or this happened today, or whatever. You speak as if it's already happened. So you don't say, I want this to happen, because want is lack, because it means you don't have it now. So you say, I will, I am.
Love it. Yeah.
Super powerful.
Powerful shit, man. That's intense. Scripting.
Scripting.
Learned something new today. That's nice.
Pretty magical stuff.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. It makes total sense to me. That it resonates like deeply.
Yeah.
So respect your vessel. Journaling, scripting.
Yep. Meditation obviously is huge.
How often do you meditate?
These days, a few times a week.
Okay.
I like to meditate every day, but trying not to be too strict and hard on myself. You know, I like to just do it when I'm feeling it.
Yeah.
But
not
in the
forcing it.
past, every day.
Nice.
And that really helped me get out of a lot of like depression and dark places in my life.
Okay.
Meditating every day was really pivotal for me in my journey. So I always recommend doing it, as often as you can, to the best of your ability.
Yeah. So that helped. So you suffered with depression and all that before? Yeah.
Yeah.
And meditation helped you kind of.
For sure.
Wow. That's deep.
For sure. Meditation is everything.
That's deep. Yeah.
And, it doesn't have to necessarily be sitting down, closing your eyes, with your legs crossed, focusing on your breath kind of thing. Like that is powerful. Very good to do. But mindfulness can also just be practice in your everyday life.
Yeah.
You can just, when you're having your morning coffee, instead of sitting there scrolling on your phone, just sit there and have your coffee.
Literally, be present.
Go outside, right. Have your coffee, look at the trees.
It's true. You can like meditate doing things. That's what I'm noticing as well. Like I'll just like, if I'm doing something, if I'm making a smoothie, I'll just focus on my breath. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'll just keep, you know what I mean?
Just be one with making the smoothie.
Right, and putting that good energy in, obviously, with the good stuff. But it's like powerful when you just like, kind of meditate doing things. Not just, obviously, like you said, sitting down's nice, but sometimes people don't have time. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone's fucking, like you said, running, chasing.
Exactly.
If you're out here chasing a lot, then try to meditate during the chase.
I heard someone say, like, if someone says that they don't have time to meditate, make them meditate for like 10 times the amount of time.
Yeah, I've heard this. Yeah,
thought they had to meditate
because they needed that.
Because you can always make time for yourself.
That's a fact.
And if you're that rushed that you don't have time to meditate, it means you really need to meditate.
You
like
an extra session.
Even just 5 minutes a day.
Yeah.
Is powerful as hell. Even just sitting down, playing one song on your Spotify that you like. Just sit down, focus on your breath during that one song. Yeah. Will change the entire dynamic of your day.
Wow.
So it is very important. The actual sitting down with yourself, no distractions kind of thing. But at the same time, you can implement it in other ways. You know, even just when you're waiting in line at the grocery store. Again, instead of going to your phone, just wait in line. Just observe people on the train. Don't sit on your phone the whole time. Just have a look around, see what people are doing. You know, it's just little things like that. Just being more mindful in your day to day is huge.
That's powerful.
For raising your vibration because it ties into creating that space in your mind and in your energy field, which is going to allow you to actually be aware of things that are coming to you. Because we're always being sent, hits and signs and downloads and little nudges and things. But if we're so cluttered and distracted and on the run in autopilot all the time, then we're not actually going to be aware of the fact that we're being sent. Yeah. Like literally the next step towards our manifestation.
Yeah, you'll miss it because you're in that rush. That's true.
Exactly.
That's deep. I love
So meditation is huge. Yeah. Earthing, being in nature. You said
Grounding.
That before.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Because you're literally, in this modern day world, like we were talking before about the whole like matrix thing, like we're so taken away from nature that it's crazy. Like our bodies are meant to be connected to nature. Our feet are meant to be on the floor.
The soles.
We're meant to be in the sun. We're meant to feel the wind. We're meant to feel all the seasons on our skin and on our body. And in this modern day world, people just don't have that. They're in their offices all day. Yeah. They barely get sun. Their feet never touch the floor. Yeah. When they go outside in their backyard, they wear shoes and sandals,
No, you're right. Yeah.
People are scared of touching dirt. They don't want to get their hands dirty or like get some virus or something. Yeah. So earthing.
Yeah, I love
powerful
that. Powerful
because you're literally, you're talking before about your handprint. It's like, that's our DNA. So when we're like imprinting our handprint or our feet onto nature, we're like directly aligning with that vibration. Yeah. So
that's powerful shit. Huge. No, it's true. I love how you broke it down like that. Like your hands and your feet, it's got like all these, it's like nodes, do you know what I mean? Just to like connect.
Yeah. Someone at the circle the other day, Anna, she said, Avatar, how they connect through those tails or whatever? It's literally like when we put our hand on the earth, we're like doing the Avatar connection thing.
That was an epiphany during my shrooms trip.
No way.
That exact thing. Like it was the whole Avatar analogy as well.
Oh, wow.
Literally, it was that. Because like I felt nature coming up to me. Do you know what I mean? And like these were weeds and stuff that people would like take out of a garden, but it was like reaching to me, and it was like the Avatar thing. If I put my hands on it, I felt the connection. Like, what the fuck? It's so deep. Yeah. So even like,
it's true, but
so now when I'm just walking past like plants, I just
touch them,
slap them down.
That's it.
All the
That's
way.
all it is. Just be connected to it. Just acknowledge it at least. Just acknowledging it, like, is huge. I remember actually one of the first, you asked me before when I first started becoming spiritual, one of the first things that actually, I guess, you know, everything's connected to the spiritual thing, but one of the first things that I noticed that got me out of that, got me out of depression was, I remember I was driving to the gym one day years ago, and like, I've lived in the same area my whole life, same streets, same way to the gym, all of that stuff. And I remember like driving from my house to the gym and noticing the sunset. And I remember like looking at the sunset and being like, what the fuck? Like, has this always been a thing? Like, has the sunset, does it always look this beautiful? I was tripping out. Wow. I was literally like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, how beautiful. And I was just so grateful. Like, it was one of the first times I think I really felt gratitude. Before that, I did not feel gratitude. I just hated everything. And, you know, then from there, I started noticing the trees in my area and the flowers. And I was like, have these trees always been here? Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
So even just acknowledging the fact that it's there, because when you're in those like dark places, when you're cluttered, distracted, all of those things, half the time you're not even aware. You drive home and there's the most beautiful sunset and you don't even realize. Yeah,
because you're too focused on what's happening. Yeah,
just in your head.
In your head. That's deep.
So I think even just being aware.
I like that.
Huge.
Just appreciating a tree. You know, just being aware of that tree that you drive past, or like you said, the sunset. That's powerful, man. That's deep.
That's it. Even that is just kind of similar, I feel, to touching it. But touching is very important as well. Like, take your shoes off once a day, put your feet in the grass, sand, dirt. When you do your gardening, don't wear gloves. Why do you need gloves? Just put your hands in the dirt. Like, why do we need gloves for? It's like, why?
It's a good point. Yeah,
you
why?
Know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's so unnecessary.
Yeah, facts. Oh, man. Yeah, people be wearing gloves on trains and shit now. That's what gloves are for, so...
Don't go there.
No, but I like that. Take your gloves off, take your shoes off. Earthing. Yeah, that's powerful. That's how many was that? I think you gave me 5. That's intense.
Yeah, and play is another one as well, but we already kind of did that.
Yeah. Well, there we go. I like those hacks.
Yeah, even taking it slow is a new one that I'm learning. Just nurturing yourself, taking it easy, self-care. You know, having a bath, putting on a stick of incense, a candle, playing some chill, like jazz, classical. You know, having a bit of a dance, self-massaging. You know, making yourself some healthy food, even just watching a stupid movie, watching a comedy.
To make yourself laugh.
Yeah. Just take care of yourself.
It goes back to your respect your vessel thing.
Yes.
I love that. That's mad. Hey, there we go. This is the life coach, because I was going to get into asking you about life coaching, but here you go. You just laid out a few things. How do people hit you up for that? Just on Instagram?
Yeah.
How long you been life coaching? Sounds so
2 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Now. Yeah, like charging for it.
Yeah.
Before it was like just all free content on YouTube and Instagram and stuff. And I never actually thought that like I could charge for this kind of stuff. I just thought, this is just stuff that I've learned that I want to share. Like, it didn't feel right to charge people. Yeah. But eventually I was putting in like full-time hours.
A lot of work. Yeah.
And I realized that I needed
to
start.
Energy exchange. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. That's it.
That's dope. That's mad.
Yeah.
So 2 years. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it all kind of stems from, you know, stuff that I've personally learned and experienced in my life.
Well, that's the best way. Like, if I'm ever going to hit someone up to be my coach, it'd be because they've been through some shit, you know what I mean? And they've been, like, actually, like how you said, even with the activism thing, like, you've done it, you've been in there.
True.
You know what I mean? Because then you can get that real perspective.
Yeah, I think it's really important to relate to the person you're going to hire as your coach. You know, like when I was younger and I was depressed, my mum sent me to a few psychologists and I didn't get anything out of it because I didn't relate to them. They were just random ladies. I was like, oh, I'm not going to tell you the truth. Like, you're going to judge me. You're like a teacher or something.
I feel that. Yeah.
You know, so I didn't get any benefits. But when I hired like my first actual like business coach, who was a holistic business coach, who'd been on a similar journey to me, that helped me exponentially because, you know, he'd literally been where I was. So it's like, and he came out of it. So I knew that by listening to what he was saying that I was going to learn from it, grow.
That's deep.
So yeah, super important.
I like that. Yeah. Because I feel like if it's like some authority figure, like you said, like a psychologist, some shit, it's like that whole school feeling like, nah.
Yeah, I literally didn't tell them anything.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't want to tell you. You're going to judge me.
Yeah, facts. Wow. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Well, far out. That's deep. We've done well, man. We've done well.
Yeah. Covered a lot of stuff.
We covered a lot. We even went down the rabbit hole few times, which
of
was
course,
really intense.
Who am I kidding? That was gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's a fact. Anything else that's been on your mind that you like to get out? Anything?
Not really. I think the main focus for me right now is like just taking it easy.
Yeah.
Taking it slow, you know, putting yourself first, boundaries.
Ooh, can you talk about that? Because I'm learning that.
Me too.
Last year I was learning that heavy. Yeah, I was talking to Kaushik about that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to protect your energy, you know, and I think like we can want to please people too much, so we give too much of ourselves away, which is just depleting us of energy. So we really need to have that self-respect to set these boundaries with people in order to protect ourselves. And it's really hard sometimes, you know, but it's a practice like anything else in life, you know, just like how we learn how to eat well and do all this stuff with the boundaries. It's just a practice. We just have to keep doing it, and we're going to fail
many times,
you know, and we're going to let people walk all over us and we're not going to speak up for ourselves. But again, it's like once you're aware of something, it's naturally just going to heal, you know, especially for people like us who are self-aware and are on that path of self-growth. We know that this thing is going to, like, setting boundaries and protecting our energy is going to be of benefit to us. So we are going to do it, even though it might, you know, take some time. And we need to fail and keep trying. We're going to get so much better at it.
That's deep, man.
And it's really empowering to set boundaries. Yeah. It's very empowering and very, very important. You know, I'm definitely like have been a people pleaser in my life.
Same. Yeah.
It's hard, you know.
Facts. I feel like when you're like an empath, it's kind of like it comes with it. Do you know what I mean?
You know, you just see the best in people. You want to give. Like, I'm a giver. Like, I like to give. I like to please. Like, it's my thing. But there's a line. You know, you can't please to the point of letting people literally like manipulate you and push you around. Because that's not cool. That's just bullying.
No. I like how
we're so done with that.
It's bullying. Literally,
it is. Yeah. It's like low key, subconscious bullying. It's like adult bullying. You know, like in school, it's pretty obvious when you're getting bullied because they're like making fun of you, poking you, and all this stuff. Yeah. Calling you ugly and all this stuff. Yeah. But like in the adult world, it's just like manipulation. Sly. Yeah. It's so sly.
Shit. Yeah.
But you get more and more aware of it, and you just get better and better.
Yeah, I love that. Boundaries.
And you saying no. Just saying no. You know, just no. Yeah. Sorry. We kind of get taught that in school. Do you remember when they're like, no, stop that. I don't like what you're doing. Yeah. But you never really did it. Like, I never did that.
That's a good point. No, I never really did as well. That's true. I like that. That triggers something. That's a good point. Yeah, no, seriously. Wow.
Yeah.
Because I struggled with that as well. Especially last year, I was learning it. I was trying to put into practice just that. Because saying no, but then it's just like you add a sorry to it.
Yeah, yes. We got to stop. I've been quite good at it.
Yeah.
I'm very aware.
What are you apologizing for? Do you know what I mean?
Why are you apologizing?
For protecting
for respecting yourself.
That's
There's
what I mean.
There's no need.
Because that's still a layer of that people-pleasing type thing.
Exactly. I do that like when I'm writing a message and I'll write, I'm sorry. And then I'm like, wait, I'm not sorry. I'm like, yes.
Facts. Yeah. Because it's so ingrained.
Yes.
to say it.
And even
Yeah.
like, I feel like over justifying as well.
Mm.
We don't need to over justify. We
Yeah.
don't need to explain why we're
Mm.
saying no. We're just saying no.
Yeah, facts.
You
I
know,
love
so
that.
just that. Like
Mm.
those little things really help.
That's deep.
Not over justifying, say no. Don't say sorry. There's
Yeah.
no need to apologize. Yeah.
Oh,
I saw something today, actually. My first business coach, Matt Karma. I don't know if you've heard of him.
no, I haven't. Matt
He's
Karma.
killing it these
He sounds
days.
familiar, actually.
You've probably seen him.
I've probably
on
seen him on
Instagram.
Instagram. Yeah.
But
The dark dude?
Yeah.
I've seen him.
Yeah, he's the guy that literally inspired me to start doing coaching.
Oh, so he was your first coach?
My first business
Oh,
coach.
wow. Yeah.
he's
I've
awesome.
seen him on Instagram saying, like, he has snippets of
He does
just
these
little
like
gems.
little yes.
Yeah.
But
I've seen
I
it,
saw one today that he posted, and he was saying when setting a boundary with someone, what was it? He was saying, "There's no don't stop yourself from setting a boundary because you're afraid of the reaction that the other person is going to have, like the emotional stuff that's going on in the other person because of the boundary that you've set with them has nothing to do with you. So don't let that get in the way of you setting the boundary, which is so important for people like us, you know, because half the time I don't want to say no because I don't want to like upset them or anything.
They might be going through some shit, or
Yeah.
they're just real fragile with that.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's deep.
But
I know
like
exactly what
really
you
that's not our problem because we need to protect ourselves.
mean.
No one else going to protect us.
Yeah, exactly. That's so
You know?
true. You'll get walked all over until you
Exactly.
draw that line.
I feel like this is like a thing that a lot of people are learning right now. Boundaries.
No, you're right.
Which is
It's
powerful.
come up.
Yeah.
I feel like the collective it all comes up at a similar
We're all
time.
growing
Yeah.
with each other. Even with veganism, like veganism started popping up for everyone like 3 to 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
That's when it really like started booming
true.
all over the
Yeah.
world. Now it's like boundaries.
That's a new thing. It's a new veganism.
Boundaries
bro.
is the new
It's a
thing.
new vegan.
And taking it easy.
Yeah. Taking it easy. Yes. That's another one.
Just chill.
Literally. No, that was one thing to take from COVID. Was to just take it easy. Like,
we were
if
all
you're
kind
in
of
home,
forced.
yeah, just sit back, kick back, and do nothing. That's why people freak. For me, I was so used to like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'd
me
set that
too.
up. Do you know what I mean? Of just chilling, and so it didn't affect me. But a lot of people was like constantly running away from yourself. You
For
know?
sure.
Once you face yourself, it's like fuck,
Definitely.
I didn't know I had all that.
Yeah. We are going into that age of Aquarius now.
It's that time.
So things are shifting.
Yeah.
People are becoming more aware.
Yeah.
You know, the feminine is rising.
Yeah. That's what needs to happen to like make that equilibrium, like you said, that balance. Because right now it's just like
a little bit.
Probably a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit in the larger spectrum of things is probably a lot.
Yeah. No facts on the macro level. You're right.
Yeah, you know?
No, it's true. Fuck, it's intense when you think about it like that. Man, Tayla, bro, we've dived deep. We've gone to
that was
fucking
good.
the pandemic. We went
I
to,
know, of course.
but we healed with the raising your vibration, the techniques, which was dope.
Yes, and also compassion.
Compassion.
Yeah, non-judgment.
Yeah.
Just really embodying that love energy.
And not judging yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I realize that's where a lot of my judgment comes from. Is actually me judging
just
me.
yourself. Just being too hard on yourself.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Goes back to you saying take it easy and be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even with, you know, when you realize that you are letting someone walk over you or whatever, instead of being like, oh God, why did I do that? I suck or whatever. Just like, okay, I understand why I've done that. You know, I've been conditioned to live this way my whole life. So how can I just expect myself out of nowhere
I love that.
Be completely different?
Yeah.
It's just like, okay, I understand. I forgive you. And just having that like self-forgiveness automatically switches it from judgment to high vibration. Self-forgiveness.
That's nice. I like how you put it like that.
Yeah. I literally do that in my head all the time.
I love that
Like,
though. It's like I've been conditioned for this long.
Exactly.
Relax,
it's like,
bro.
come on.
Yeah. Give yourself a break.
What do you expect?
Yes. That's dope. Hey, this is life coach right here, family. I'm telling you. These are some good. These are some like amazing techniques. Yeah.
Powerful.
Yeah, fucking powerful shit, man.
I love it. I love talking about this shit.
No,
It's like,
100%.
what else are you going to talk about?
Have you ever thought of writing a book or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have. But there's just too many things.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah.
It's definitely going to happen at some point. I was initially thinking of writing like an autobiography.
Yeah.
Because my story is quite long.
Okay.
You know, and it goes through segments.
Yeah.
Like all these different phases of evolution. And I feel like I've been through lots of different kind of categories of struggle and hardship. So it's kind of easy for people to relate to my story, whether it's addictions or depression or like being unhealthy, being lazy.
Yeah.
You know, all of these kinds of things. It's just a vast kind of range of things, hardship that people can relate to. So I really want to write like an autobiography on my story and my evolution because it's just constantly changing.
Of course.
You know, and
Forever.
each part is so important and there's so many little golden nuggets and bits of wisdom that come from each little like segment of my evolution. So I'd love to map that out, but takes
dope.
time and energy.
Yeah, of course.
So we'll
but
get there.
I'm glad that it's there.
It is there.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
And all the content and stuff is just blasted all over my social media. So you can always check that out.
Facts. How do they give everyone your social media? I'm going to write it up on the thing, but.
So right now it's at life.byTayla. Because I changed my Instagram.
That's right.
It used to be Life by Tayla, but I had to create a new one. So it's life.byTayla for now, but I'm planning on changing it back to just Life by Tayla.
Okay.
Instagram has this thing where you have to wait like a month
to
change it. So it might be one or the other in like the next few weeks.
Okay. I'll keep up to date. So
but there's not that many Life by Taylors, so you'll find it.
They'll find you. Don't worry. I'll update it. That's mad.
And it's that on everything, like podcasts, YouTube, Instagram, and my email as well. So
Nice. So if people want to hit you up for coaching, email is the best or anything?
Instagram has my link tree and there's everything.
Nice.
It's got my circles on there. It'll have a link to the conscious networking events. It'll have my YouTube application form for coaching, and there's some like free meditations and stuff like that on there too.
Dope. Okay. All right. I've got some homework to put these links up. I got you there. That's mad.
That's all right.
That's
easy.
mad. Well,
it's
thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah,
Thank
the link tree is
you.
a big one.
Well, thank you for listening.
We're going to have you back. Do you know what I mean? For the next, I got a feeling there's going to be some massive event or something. Something's coming.
Literally.
Something's in the works.
6 months will be completely different.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
it's all right.
I'm ready. I'm surrendering.
Yeah.
Take me. Let's go. Let's go.
It's a constant journey, man.
Honestly.
But you're doing well. Do you know what I mean? That's
Thank
it. That's
you.
all that matters, you know? And like you said, all this being mindful and self-aware, it just makes it more, not easy, but you can cope with it a little more. Do you know what I mean?
You trust. You have faith
Trust
in the journey, and you understand that when the struggles come up, because they're always going to come up, you trust that, you know, it's leading you towards where you need to go and leading you more in alignment with your highest self. Because, and the reason why we know this is because experientially, through the own experience of our life, this has always been evident. You know, every single struggle that's come up in our life has led us to better. So why would it be any different this time? You know, so it's really, you really got to trust, but also you have to experience those emotions and, you know, accept that.
Yeah.
That's what's come up.
Go through
But just
them.
have that divine trust that it's for good.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Nah, that was the perfect way to finish it off. Those final notes. No, that was deep. Tayla, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Life by Tayla right here, family. This is another episode of the Midnight Moods podcast. We'll have Tayla back very soon. Thank you once again, G. Peace.
Bye.
Mr. Moves, set the mood.